Introduce yourself, please.
Hi, my name is Ina.
Hi, I'm Greg.
When was the first time that you saw Greg?
I saw him. So I was working at a cafe in Wellington called People's Coffee, and he was a customer.
There was a cafe down the street where I was living in Wellington, New Zealand, and she was a barista there.
But also he was like hanging around in Newtown, which I was living in as well. And I remember this like really vivid. I was biking one really sunny day, and he was walking down the street with really thick black, like rain jacket or something. And I was like, ah, and I was so happy. I was like, hey, hi, and then he said hi back, I think.
At the movie theater that we went to movies every Monday. There was like an old kind of film society, it was called. They showed old movies every Monday, and we both were there independently, alone.
He was always by himself, just coming into the movie theater and then just leave for the first, very first, you know, and I kind of felt like he's a loner, so I kind of like, you know, I got interested in just talking to the person.
And one time she just came up, I think we said hi to each other from like opposite sides of the theater. And one week she just came up and I think she just sat next to me. She didn't ask if I was sitting with him. So then we walked home together and talked from there.
Can you take us through your first date?
First date, I think it was, I know we got pizza once. So I wanted to ask her out. So I went down under the pretense of getting a bag of coffee. I kind of needed coffee, but I think I had enough. So I went down to get some coffee.
He came in to get the darkest coffee at the coffee shop, which I don't think that was a good choice actually. And I convinced him to grab different bags.
Somehow I gave her my number.
I could tell this person was a bit nervous, and I was nervous too. And my colleague was nervous too because he's a gay and he has a thing for him. Was the crush on him as well. So I was like, okay, calm down. I'm gonna give the chance first.
And asked her if she wanted to go to a show with me. I think I bought tickets to like some kind of like cellist or something performing at a church nearby. And I asked her if she wanted to go, and she said that she wanted to get pizza that night.
I invited him for like this pizza night. Like I wanted to pretend this is like our People's Coffee Crew pizza night, but it didn't happen. So I just asked him like, hey, I'm going this pizza night at Moon Bar.
So we met at the bar nearby. It was pizza night at the bar.
I kind of was conscious about, am I eating more than him? Like, you know, I wanted to finish the pizza, and then when he was kind of stopped in the half of pizza, and I was like, I want to eat that all the pizza, and I didn't. It was lame of me, you know.
Yeah, and we just had pizza and talked.
Why did you give him a chance?
A chance? I got a chance. Well, to be honest, I felt really great, genuine vibe from Greg.
She seemed like, I guess kind of like carefree, like hipster, and kind of quirky, with like style and stuff, and just probably very smiley, like happy, which was very attractive.
Did you ever think you were going to get married?
No. Marriage wasn't in my head, like.
My plan was date for a long time and then get married.
But yeah, of course, I wanted to get married, but I didn't believe that I'll be married. Yeah.
So we dated for, let's say a year and a half, and we were living in Wellington.
And how did you guys end up getting married then?
Well, basically I was pregnant.
So I think that we were just planning to be kind of co-parent, dating, whatever. Nothing like official, just raising Zion together. In New Zealand.
And I needed we needed to pick a place to live for child Zion.
But then at some point, Ina decided that she wanted to move to Korea to be near her family, which fair enough, she was pregnant. It's a kind of a big thing. So to come to Korea, I had to marry her to get a visa. Don't show the government this. This is baby Zion.
Baby Zion.
Mm-hmm. Zion Kim. Is that
Yeah.
dude?
So he's gonna take the Korean last name?
Yep, he has Ina's last name. The custom is to take the father's last name, which seems, if anything, backwards to me, since like Ina grew him essentially. But if he wants to live in Korea, Zion is a little bit of a weird name, but Kim seems like he can kind of fit in much easier than Hutchinson.
Who do you think Zion looks more like?
Well, let's see.
I mean, I think Ina. At this point, I always thought Ina. Ina and her mom said that he looked like me at some point, but
Yeah, to me he looks like but eyes, maybe it's me. Yeah, he doesn't look very Halfie, to be honest. He looks
do you think he looks
more,
good?
yeah,
Yeah.
more. When he had very short time, he had this double eyelid, like Greg, like thick, like Cooking Shanai double eyelid, you know. And I looked at him. Oh, yeah, Halfie. And then he got really fat, and he looks. Yeah. But I love it. I love it. Yeah.
And then my last question is, anything you would like to say to Zion?
Ooh.
Like future Zion?
Yeah, sure.
Present day Zion?
Anything you'd like to say to him?
I think that my kind of message to him forever, and I don't know how challenging it's going to get at certain points, but it's just like, whatever you want to do it. Like, we're with you, you know? So, that goes for kind of all things, and if there are some things that I maybe disagree with, or that are kind of alien to me, it might be hard, but we'll see. Do you have any words for Zion?
Sure. I made you. Like.
I brought you in this world, I'll
To
take
be,
you out.
yeah. To be honest, that was my best decision I ever made. Yeah, and to be his mother is very thankful, and like I appreciate him so much. I learned a lot, so I need to say thank you again when he's like understanding, you know, like yeah.
You can thank us.
Betty, you okay?
He's not okay.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you want more stories and videos, remember to subscribe to The Halfie Project. Check out our podcast and Instagram for more there. And get in touch via an email at thehalfieproject.com. Or not, whatever. I'm just a baby, so you don't have to take orders from me. See yas.